Welcome, beautiful divine masculine and feminine darlings. This is the Seraphim Gem Gypsy. SeraFae Indigo Empress and Shiloh Horizon. I don't plan to be here for too long, but I do have a little reading to share. Moreover, just a divine energy check-in before I head back out for another adventure. With the forest fairies. Cheers. First and foremost, karmics are very upset. I'm picking up. So first, careful baby. Let's see. Oops. What pops out? Okay. So somebody who was trying to cause damage, some kind of sabotage, either to destroy a love connection or just to, right, if this is not trying to take someone's partner, it's just blocking a connection for someone else. This is somebody having a pity party. They're going through tough times and they want you to experience the same thing. But now they realize if they've been sending spell work or anything, that it was a bad idea and they're going to be getting the backfire from it. So now they're trying to undo the magic. They're trying to do reversals or uncrossings is another term. Yeah, look. This is somebody who wanted, or this is someone who tried to latch onto you because they were obsessed with you, right? So if it's love theft, maybe they wanted to keep you from another partner. But you're protected. God says no. Whatever they have planned or had planned will not work out for them because this is a divine connection. But what I am picking up is crown chakra and third eye attacks, also ear chakra attacks. Look, even going to other people for spell work, but God saw everything and the light has been illuminated on the truth of the situation. So what is done in the dark will in fact come to light. Yeah, see, look. You're being protected by divine beings. They see what you're unable to see and they cut it off before it can reach you. These people talk too much. This might have been that overbearing competitive thing, like, let's say I post something and then a copycat tries to post something that's identical, or I post something and they try to post something that's retaliative, like to poke the bear, but subliminally. Like maybe if you didn't know the backstory, you wouldn't know they were copying, but anybody who knows the story and who they're copying knows that they're copying. Well, they kept doing it, and they kept doing it so much that now even people who weren't able to see it before can see it. They were just so caught up, lost in the sauce, that they didn't realize other people were getting a bitter taste from the spillover. But the truth came out. didn't it? Karmic said, I thought that was an octopus. It is. But you see, you little snake, I saw that you were trying to reach for my treasure, so I made sure to put that on there too. Right, see? Vampire right at the bottom. But we don't cast our pearls to swine, and those gems are mine. We also don't wrestle around in the mud with pigs because we both get dirty and the pigs like it. Right, see? You can't stand to see me shine. Better buy a visor. You don't ever cross my mind. What's a sheep to a tigress? Yeah, no. Heard. Don't you know what you've done? Or you don't know what you've done? Poking at a tigress that's already provoked. That's not a good idea for you. She'll rip your jugular out with a smile. Hi, kitty kitty. Oh, what did I tell you about that backfire? She's eating dirt, isn't she, right now? Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else? I feel like we're good. Whoa, good with this deck. Let's put her away. Let's do a bit of behavioral science, social science, and psychology. Can you tell me about my Lightworker Collective, please and thank you? Okay. Can I get one for the karmics? Thank you. And then just for giggles, one for me. Right, because I know these karmics are going to try to say something. Oh, you're this, you're that, you're lying. No, I'm not. Renowned celebrity. See, why are you here? Renowned celebrity. Patronage, philanthropy, political, artistic, and scientific activities, great generosity. I did just post another charity a few days ago, a fundraiser. Encourages goodness, leader, diplomacy, leadership. Right, Hair Flowers by Abel Hart. I was put on earth to conquer and to lead. Plus to succeed. Fortune, wealth, business. I heard that. It's money. Allowing us to make surprising discoveries. Fortune, wealth, business, and altruism, as well as travel. Movement forward. So that's my card. Hold on, let me pull these up before I forget. Money. I hear two of them. He has a few songs about money, specifically this one, and then also this one, I believe. There might be one more, but hold on. One at a time. Please and thank you also. Cheers, have some tea, love you. If you want to get a drink, some water or some juice or something, whatever it is, sparkling water, whatever, please feel free to do so. I'm going to do some Reiki momentarily and we'll Reiki charge those. Also, let me grab some herbology for today as well. I'll boost up with that and send that out too. One more thing. What were you saying? I love you. I really appreciate that. Okay, we'll start here. That's a good idea. Thank you. I love you. I heard that. She's like an apothecary. Oh, this is just a few. And yes, pretty much. Also, this one was a 22. That's one of my twin flame divine counterpart numbers. So thank you. That was the other thing. I need to pack a bowl really quickly because it's been a while. Somebody says, did you find your grinder? Yeah, it was right in one of the few spots that it normally is. Honestly, I usually keep it right here on this counter, specifically here. Its home is there. But you see, I brought it in the other room to take care of a couple of things. And I think what happened was I had to help the cat. I set it down and then something fell on it and it was the same color, so it just blended in. It was a hoodie. He jumped up in a hoodie, fell on it. It was a gray hoodie. And this is silver. So I didn't really see it in the dark last night. But yeah, I found it when I looked a little closer. I just didn't really want to take the time to do it while I was on a live feed. It wasn't a huge problem. While I do this, let's play with some of these songs. It's just a few. We'll start here. This is Able Heart. It's tuned to the 888 frequency. Can I also share with you something else? Let's do that. This is one of my favorite mantras. I mean, there are a couple that I really like, but this one, it's this particular artist, this particular mantra, and it's just so pretty. And I always find myself over the last, I don't know how long, maybe 10 years, give or take, maybe a little less, for a long time, going back to it. I just have to remember her name. I found it. It's the Gayatri mantra. It's a 108 mantra. This one is by Julia Elena. It's really pretty. I'll link her official YouTube song to it. Oh, hold on. Why does that do that? I don't know why, but when I have it muted and then I go to turn it up, it cranks the volume all the way up, and it's too much. So I have to be careful about that. Try this. Also, I'm noticing on the screen, this is the background to it. Rose blossom. Also this, which is interesting because I'm headed back there actually in a little bit. So it doesn't surprise me that this is coming up. Here is this yogic mantra. It's very zen and I like it. It will be in the down bar momentarily. You can click on it if you want. Somebody says, what is this? She's singing this lovely chant. It's a small little yoga mantra, and it repeats 108 times. 108 is a very specific yoga number. You find it in a lot of like Hindu culture too, specifically. Somebody said, why are you sharing this? It's a karmic, I would say. or somebody who's just starting to wake up, and it's because I heard it momentarily ago. And I mean, clairaudiently I heard it. So there's either a channel or somebody needs this. So here it is. Heard that. That is pretty. Yes, it is. Okay. Olive, restore energy. Star of Bethlehem, neutralize grief. These are the ones that I intuitively pulled today. Flexible mind, rock water. Okay. Then we have clematis, have focus. And then learning from mistakes. Also not repeating the same ones I'm picking up. It's a side channel on that. And the last one I grabbed was not a flower essence, but it is a plant. It's a tincture, and this is skull. I'm so sorry, that was loud. That hurt my ears, so it probably hurt yours, and I do apologize. Anyway, skull cap. This is good for anxiety. It's a good natural tool. Back to Mr. Money. That's the title of the song.
Manifesting all things good.
Money coming to me, money coming to me. Let's keep it moving. A lot of people say, I've said this for years, that money is the root of all evil, but it is not. It is people's love of money, and more specifically, their greed, a lack of balance, of self-control, and or also generosity. There's a difference. Money is just energy. It's a tool. It's what you do with it. There are bad people in the world, and of course they want money. They want to hoard it and lord it over people's heads, and they want to spend it on selfish or destructive things. But there are plenty of people, myself included, who have resources to give when we have them to other people, to help other people. We genuinely want to use that energy, those resources and tools, to make the world a better place, a healthier place, a more balanced, in some cases productive or functionally productive place, and in other places and cases giving the people that need it the peace they need to be able to just rest in that state of peace. Because sometimes it's both. We are human beings, not human doings, so it's important to try to bring the being into the doing. If you didn't catch that, it's over your head. Money coming to me, money coming to me. my baby kitty. There was also, oh, did you see that? Monitoring spirit. That's funny. We'll handle that in a minute. I only opened the door for a second to go outside, just to catch a bit of sunlight. So they were lurking, weren't they? Let's do this one. I heard this one too. Hop down, my lovey. Please and thank you. And then I'll jump right back into this reading. I hear, why so angry? That's a good question. Why are you so angry?
The belief that you can do anything you want to a woman.
My body, we really talking about my body. My body, what to do with my body? One time, rewind, must have not heard this shit right. Mind your business,
Not mine.
This is my body. Who are you? Hop off my back. Check your moves.
You don't know me like that.
All I know is I
Carry the weight on my shoulders.
Who are you? Tell me that.
Oh, I don't know what you've done.
Looking at a tigress,
It's already provoked. Highness. No.
Coochie cool, you can kiss my room. Better get some rest now, 'cause we coming for you. You can't get my voice, I keep making noise. Do you understand that it's my body, my choice?
Okay.
I don't even, they're not even talented, and the stuff they put out is garbage.
You stinky. Get me down quickly. Kick me. Kick me. You mad? Have I had enough? Can you bury them? I'm one of them. You do that, you're just knowing your bits. How'd I handle shit? I love life. I love me. I was put on earth to conquer and to lead.
And let go. Then I could realize that you feel empty deep in your soul. I know I've been there before. You slipping, please don't let go. I got a remedy, some remedies gon' make you feel whole. You gotta drop the act and feel the love. Find the purpose, get it done. You just need to focus on the moment, not the outcome. Take your time, have some trust. Universal law is love. Repeat with me these words, it's a mantra.
I love life. I love me. I was put on earth to conquer and to lead.
Smell the flowers in the breeze.
You know what it's giving also? Oh, Karmic is very angry. Why are you so angry, Karmic? right here, because you got everything. You got everything in the bag. You caught me. I can't get away with it. I'm gonna pay for what I've done to you. Sorry, it was loud. Boo. Okay, we're done with that. This one, too. But I think I'll wait a minute for that. Let me let this settle. We'll finish this little reading. So for my Lightworker Collective, we have Construction, Master Builder, on the inside as well as the outside, Planner, great strategist, gifted with a practical mind. So these are people who can tell the difference between a truth and a lie. And when there's a situation like the copycat versus the OG, after a minute of discerning the truth and seeing the evidence and the parallels, they're able to tell who's who, and they don't fall for the nonsense. They have discernment, and they choose what's right. They choose the truth. Somebody who's honest and upright. Leave my animals alone, Karmic. I know what you're doing. Allowing us to overcome all difficulties and adversities, granting us the power to expand, making everything fructify, allowing us to become aware of our errors and thus eliminate our karmic debts, nobility, magnanimity, generosity, clemency, faithful to one's word, peacemaker, so somebody trustworthy, working with important responsibilities, architect and engineer in the service of the divine, gift for negotiating, enthusiasm, as well as somebody who's socially and politically renowned. So my collective is also, they're people who are known and respected either because of their stance in upright politics or social standing. This could also be like social justice warriorism. And then the karmic energy was here. Okay, and these are human distortions because they're toxic karmic energies. So you've got eloquence for personal gain, right? So they try to make things sound nice or like they're being honest or like they're original or something, but it's all for personal gain and they're lying because the next one beneath it is flatterer and deceiver, speaking artfully to fool the gullible or the naive, people who don't know any better or don't have the brain development and capacity yet to see the truth or to discern a lie, like a child, for example. Elocution difficulties or trying to cherry pick information, playing themselves as the victim when they're actually the aggressor. They're trying to trigger people because they're triggered, which is the Darvo tactic. So they can try to flip the script. They intentionally poke a bear to try to upset people and then just say, see, told you that person was crazy. But the thing about that is these are people who do what Mami Wata Tero would call throwing stones, hiding hands, and then crying wolf. Okay? So they throw stones or they poke a bear. They pretend like they didn't do it, and when the bear roars to protect herself, her den, her cubs, they claim like they're the victim and the bear is just being aggressive for no reason when they should have stayed away from her cubs and her den. Or her business, in the case of the copycats. You see? So deterioration of language, it's why their brain seems to be shorting out more and more. Self-admittedly even calling themselves peanut brains sometimes. Some of them, clearly. I've seen that. told you to leave my animals alone, Karmic. That was your life. Hope that was worth it. You've just cost yourself the rest of your future. Not because I said so, because God and I told you to stop and you didn't. The divine foot was already on your neck. Now, it's crushing your windpipe. Did you just see that orb? I did. 3106. Let's tap that in. Hold on. Okay, there's another one. Karmic is freaking out now. One of them thinks it's funny. It's not a joke at all. In fact, they're super, super in trouble. There it is. Okay. All right. So, deterioration of language, egoism, shady deals and trickery, right? Like stealing from people and trying to resell stolen goods, or intellectual property, 3333, which is the same thing, 522. Ideas count. November 28th to December 2nd. May 10th to July 24th, October 7th, December 18th, February 26th, 4:20 p.m. to 4:39 p.m. And again, it's 5:22 on the clock here on the East Coast. That is, again, a twin flame number for me, darlings. Just switched to 523 here. And then you've got Mr. Abel in the back. Interestingly enough. My screen needs to be cleaned again. Let's do that now while we're at it.
In order to manifest it, you must speak it into existence. Okay. I'm just living life right now. I see the money coming, energy is flowing, and I'm up right now. Look at my life like too bad and too fast, flicking the wrist. Too gain, I'm focused, fulfill my wish. All about the journey, it don't need to be quick. I just speak it out loud, sound something like this. Money is the freedom to choose. I paid my dues. I don't worry, ain't nobody that can fill up my shoes. I've been on the move, got my feet in the groove. Feeling looking at the place, gonna light my fuse. Take a little bit of this, mix a little bit of that. If you You ain't never heard of this, living in the matrix. Go ahead and just listen up.
We'll give him another verse. Okay. Karmic says, it's not fair. It's not fair that I get caught. I got caught. It's not fair. It's not. Shh. Just hush. Anyway. That's so funny. It's the same karmic I picked up earlier who was complaining. It's not. Well, hold on. Let me pull that up exactly. Because I got a download and I wrote about it in the community board. Let's see. This just jumped out though. Right? Very karmic. It was about a crazy copycat. It's her mom. I think it was in the comment section. Hold on. Of this post that I made. Yeah, it was. Okay. So it was this post.
If you're a homeowner and
Oh gosh. Commercial spamming us. Hold on. No. Okay. Was this one? Because there was another copycat incident. Okay. Okay, Mr. Tony Soames. But then the comment section. I picked up a cross channel. And the karmic female said, it's not 5 hours ago. It's not fair, Mom. She gets everything she wants. Meaning like this karmic female was complaining to her mom that she wasn't being allowed to steal from Divine Feminine and it just wasn't fair for her. A big boo-hoo from the petulantly childish peanut gallery, I said, okay? And then so the karmic's mom responded, give or take a few words, and she was talking about the Divine Feminine who her karmic daughter has been stealing from. And she said she, meaning Divine Feminine, this karmic female's mother, said, Divine Feminine works hard for everything she has and had gone through. You can't just take that from her, especially when you have no qualifications to make the claims you did. You need to stop it before you end up in jail, and I can't save you. I can't bail you out of this one. You're an adult now, and you need to behave like one. So that's what her mother said to her. And so I recapped it. I said, so in other words, her own mother is telling her to stop trying to play God in my life, and everybody else qualified agrees. Everybody else qualified to hold an opinion, that is, agrees. Also, I show my medical team everything. I showed my medical team, there are typos in here. Must have autocorrected and I didn't notice. Everything a few days ago, and they were closing their eyes and shaking their heads in disbelief this week. They believe that she's crazy. They're just floored at the level of audacity and are happy to testify to a judge about the grievances this has caused that I now have legally binding documentation of, which is a jailable offense. Checkmate, brat. Now, I only took the time to articulate that writing from 5 hours ago. So about noon here on the East Coast, because look what just flew out of the deck when I gave it one last shuffle. Solitary heart, difficulty finding friends. Well, look at why. Look at what they do to people. And the problems with one's mother. Like I said, even their own moms don't agree with them. Returning to the past, nostalgia, solitude, right? So she just repeated the same toxic cycle and got herself in a nice fat pickle again, 4122, because she's narcissistic. And I thought it was either like borderline personality mirroring or narcissistic mirroring or both, but narcissism is here. Drug problems. I also picked up, what was it, Hallucinogenics by Matt Mason, so possibly like I picked up ayahuasca specifically a week or so ago. Fake teacher, science without conscience, on the fringe, acting against the natural order, just rude, lewd, crude, no class or decorum. January 21st to January 25th, which if I recall was about the time the theft really started that I noticed, at least the SeraFae bit. May 22nd, August 5th, if not that, it was about February, January, February. October 18th, December 28th, March 9th. There was also an incident around March or April 9th. I think it was March 9th. Another big copying incident. 8 p.m. to 8:19 p.m. Okay. So those are either times that crimes were committed or planned, or when people will be catching their karma back. It also could be death dates, times, anniversaries, birth dates, times, anniversaries, whatever it might be. But the light workers, we get to keep moving forward, you see. Confidence with confidence, inexhaustible source of light energy, because it is the divine that fills and inspires us. Propagating the light, creator of a positive atmosphere, optimism, teaching through the spoken and written word, civilizing, bringing sociability, liberating from slanderers and evil intentions, liberating in the case of possessions, liking justice, science, art, and literature, liberating from those who are opposed to our development, dissipating confusion and leading to success. Now, I want to know what God says to focus on for the light workers for our benefit. Intellectual abundance, emanating goodness, beauty, and truth, well-balanced intelligence in business and in all fields, liking learning, intellectual fecundity, so abundance of growth and expansion, children obedient and respectful towards parents, learning easily, practical intelligence, can make a fortune with intellectual qualities, writing, journalism, printing, and publishing. It's also dissemination of the truth, the exposure of the truth to cast out lies and shadows with illumination of the divine, 4422. And just hard facts and evidence. I hear that.
pressured, oh, cause that's the music that I love. Play it so loud you can hear it.
I will go to the night, do what I like. It gets me high. My sharky. Wow. You know what I hear? I love the sparkles. Divine Masculine says, you really are a fairy. I love the sparkles. And the pearls. I heard that. I like this set. You know what I heard the other day? Divine Masculine's like, I really like this set, like more than I thought I would. I'm glad. Love you. Thanks. Very cute. Appreciated. I'm going back to the beach in a minute. Oh, yeah. Girl, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Constant my peeps, you are to me, baby. Shorty, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Girl, you're my friend and I'm in need. I just want to call it when you're still young, but who's gonna have your back when it's all done? It's all good when the little lad here fun. Can't be a fool, son. What about the long run? Looking back, shorty, always a mention. Say me not giving her much attention. She was there through my incarceration. I wanna show the nation my appreciation. Girl, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Closer than my peace, you are to me, baby. Shorty, you're my angel, you're my darling angel. Girl, you're my friend and I'm in need, baby. You're a queen and that's how you should be treated. Though you never get the loving that you needed. Could've left but I called and you heeded. Begged and I pleaded, mission completed. And I said that I this the program. Not the type to mess around with your emotion. But the feeling that not the type to mess around with your emotion. Oh, I love this. 5122. Okay, so that's Divine Masculine. Oh, I love this. You're
my darling angel. Closer than my peeps, you are to me, baby. Shorty, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Girl, you're my friend when I'm in need. Hey, all the part of my behavior, say I'm a savior. You must be sent from up above. And you appear to me so tender, say girl, I surrender. Thanks for giving me your love. Girl, in spite of my behavior, you are my savior. You must be sent from up above. And you appear to me so tender, well girl, I surrender. So thanks for giving me your love. All of this one big party when you're still young. And who's gonna have your back when it's all done? It's all good when you live it up, pure fun. Can't be a fool, son. What about the long run? Looking but shorty, always a mention. Say me not giving her much attention. She was there to my incarceration. I wanna show the nation my appreciation. Girl, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Closer than my peeps, you are to me, baby. Shorty, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Girl, you're my friend when I'm in need. Hey, girl, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Closer than my peeps, you are to me.
Okay, I also heard this one. I'm going to do that Reiki in just a moment. Hold on, baby.
Yeah, you say I make you shy. I don't know why. Every time we kiss, it gets better every time. Underneath the lights, you're shining so bright. The tension in the air, you could cut it with a knife. See, I'm just trying to be somebody. You got me in love so deep. No, I don't gotta do these things, but you make me wanna be romantic. You make me wanna be a star. You make me wanna act different. I love you for who you are. You make me wanna run circles around you. So glad that I found you. You make me wanna be romantic.
I felt that.
You make me wanna be a star. Have you got the time? We could do dinner and wine. I could compliment you, but that would take all night. See, I'm just trying to be somebody. You got me in love so deep. No, I don't gotta do these things, but you make me wanna be romantic. You make me wanna be a star. You make me wanna act different. I love you for who you are. You make me wanna run circles around you. So glad that I found you. You make me wanna be romantic. You make me wanna be a star. You make me wanna be romantic. You make me wanna be a star. You make me wanna be different. Love you for who you are. You make me wanna do circles around you. So glad I found you. I just wanna be romantic. I just wanna be a star. You make me wanna do things I never seen to do. Never said those three words, but I say them to you. You make me wanna say things I never seen to say. Make me ask why am I always acting this way. You make me wanna do things I never seen to do. Never said those three words, but I say them to you. You make me wanna say things I never seen to say. Make me ask why the hell am I acting this way. You make me wanna be romantic. You make me wanna be a star. You make me wanna act different. I love you for who you are. You make me wanna run circles around you. So glad that I found
absorb this one. I think they're gonna hit us with a commercial, and they did. That's okay. That's a Hawaiian commercial. A Hawaiian alien commercial.
Pretty lady, come here, baby. I just wanna love your body right. Thinking maybe I can go crazy, yeah, until morning light. Girl, the way you want it, those hips flow like water. Dip below, I watch it. This love, it's like rocket ships from outer space. I'm in the highest place with
Oh yeah.
you, baby. I just wanna show. Come on, baby, take your clothes off. We can keep on bumping and riding, loving so wildly. You know I wanna show. Baby, let me show. I'm gonna take your legs up and wrap them and squeeze it and stack it. You know I wanna show. Pretty lady, you're driving me insane. We can do some things that you ain't never done before. I just wanna show. Baby, it's your role. I'm gonna be a teacher. You gon' learn the details. Then I'm on attention. Just follow the lead, girl. Right. Those hips flow like water. Dip below, I watch it. This love, it's like rocket ships from outer space. I'm in the highest place with you, baby. I just wanna show. Come on, baby, take your clothes off. We can keep on bumping and riding.
Ooh, I just got chills.
You know I wanna show. And I don't wanna show. Baby, let me show. I'm gonna take your legs up and wrap them and squeeze it and stack it. You know I wanna show. And I don't wanna show. I'm gonna show. Oh, yeah. Baby, I just wanna show. Baby, take your clothes off. We can keep on bumping and riding, loving so wildly. You know I wanna show. Baby, let me show. I'm gonna take your legs up and wrap them and squeeze it and stack it. You know I wanna show.
Okay. Come here, kitty. There's a very upset karmic I'm picking up. She says, why do you have to be so good at everything you do? It sounds like she's mad at the triple threat or more energy, which I did pick up in a reading or two ago. Unsurprising, but also kind of boring. What a basic bitch thing to be. I'd rather be at the beach. I heard that karmic female said, you fucking bitch, I hate you. I hate her. She's so mad. Why are you so cranky? Because I can't make you as miserable as I want or I hoped or I thought. Also, you're pretty and your nails are pretty and I'm so jealous and boo-hoo. Charlie Brown. Moving on. Moving on. I don't feel like that's just towards me. Like, yes, absolutely. But I do feel like this is just a generalized collective energy, and take what you will from that. Maybe you don't do your nails and maybe it's not that type of a thing, but there's something. It could just be that your essence and the way that you carry carry yourself. Also, I'm picking up that there's this karmic who tried to copy a divine feminine because she thought she'd get success or attention like divine feminine brings by copying what she thought was the outside packaging, the blueprint, right? The outside appearance of things. But the thing about that is it's not simply about what divine feminine looks like or what she seems to be doing on the outside that matters, or really where things originated. It was her inner energy that she navigated through life with that built her to the place that she is, stumbling through blood, sweat, tears, elbow grease, trial and error to figure out what worked for her, what didn't, figure out where the divine alignment was and what wasn't it. It's her energy behind it. So, I mean, you can try to copy a cookie cutter representation, or in other words, cosplay someone else's real life as much as you want, but you will never be the real deal. You will never be original, and you will never be successful. And also, that's not creativity. It's just a grandiose form of copying. So that's all I have to say about that. There's the difference between inspiration and theft. Also, with inspiration, you still give credit where it's due. Thank you. Here, let me show you an example. That was not the right account, but this just popped up and it's still funny. Oh gosh, that was aptly timed. Okay, so these nails that I did, even these, they were inspired by posters that Tony's shop sells. Mr. Tony Soanes. So we still give credit where it's due. Those were the last that I just took off. You know? And then there was a whole copycat thing this morning with like a phoenix dragon character, but actually that was one of the things I put in this post. Hold on, I gotta find it. Yeah, there it is. Here, why are you so angry, Karmics? That's a great question. Great question. Okay. Well, that's here. Why don't we? Also, since this wants to be ringing over here, I might as well. Hold on. Something's touching it. Okay, I've got an analogy for you. So I was hearing something, it was the cord kind of tapping up against the singing bowl it wanted to sing. But I went to go ring it and it wouldn't ring properly because one of my lip balms was leaning over a little bit and touching the little silicone thingy I keep it on to keep it up and vibrating in its own frequency without any kind of interference. And it just adds depth to the tone, softness and depth. Okay, and so, but this cord was touching it and it couldn't ring properly. And this is like a karmic trying to latch onto a light worker, and we're trying to vibrate higher, we're trying to keep elevated, and you can't sing properly when these people are just grabbing or gripping. Basically, imagine trying to sing while somebody's hands around your throat, closing your windpipe. How's that feel? Not very helpful, huh? That's why it's important to get away from these people, set these hard boundaries, and stand by them, for starters.
I'm telling you that I'm him, but it goes in one ear
Out
out
the
the
other.
other. Your accident number on you made it hard.
He made it tougher.
You telling me gifts and trips doesn't prove that I'm the man he wasn't. Well, in case you change your mind, it's about you a flight
And a Fendi bucket.
Things that he didn't do, I'ma do for you. That's what I call
An
an
upgrade.
Quality time's important. I'm turning my phone off.
Saturday, Sunday.
I'm getting bread.
I fucked it pumping air.
I got first class seats to Greece. You can go to sleep. They turn into bed. Wake up in Santorini. Whatever you wish, let me be your genie.
You look good in a black bikini.
White boy eyeballs, Scalabrini. Knows how you can't be sure to trust me and I. It takes some courage. The ex made you insecure, so I'm giving you
Constant reassurance.
I'm telling you that I'm him, but it goes in
One
one
ear
ear
out the other.
Your accident number on you made it
But
hard.
he made it tougher.
You telling me gifts and trips doesn't prove that I'm the man he wasn't. But in case you change your mind, it's about you a flight in a Fendi bucket.
I hear this other Russ song. Hold on. Ooh, gosh. I hear two. This one's a newer one. This other one is not. Let's do old or new first. New. Not old, they said. Okay, love you. Thank you. It's Archangel Michael. Thank you. I love you. It's a new song called Crazy.
You know what's smart?
Not dealing with karmics who seek to silence or steal from the light workers, including their voice. They want us to be quiet about the abuse while they just steal our essence. It's like The Little Mermaid. It's like the Little Mermaid story, the Disney version. Ursula trying to siphon her voice with a seashell. You know. Somebody says, did you see that the copycat did that mermaid character too? Yeah, I noticed that too. I know, girl, boy, I know. I know. Thanks for telling me, though. Did I just see another orb? 6940. No, that's smoke. Okay. That was just smoke. Took me a second. Not everything is an orb, guys, just so you know, to be very clear. That was not. The other one was, though. I just saw something move out of the corner of my eye where there shouldn't have been anything. Except it was this.
Yeah, I like when you do that thing that you do. That make me go crazy. Especially when I know you drink 42.
Is it this one?
You gotta go crazy.
I might have picked the wrong song.
I say that's admirable. She don't leave the house unless she
No, this
travel
is it.
international. I done spoiled her so much, I thought she's irrational. Versus yachts and villas, what the fuck is being practical? I got her accustomed to going through customs. She makes me feel something that I never felt before. I just hope this lasts, girl. Time is moving fast, girl. That's why it ain't nothing, give you everything and more. I like when you do that thing that you do. That make me go crazy. Especially when I know you drink 42. You gotta go crazy.
71:22 on the timer. right there.
I don't want for nothing but your loving, girl. The only thing I ask for is a chance. Yeah. The way that ass looks in those biker shorts. Of course, I took you on a tour of France.
What a line.
Yeah, my love language is Apple Pay. I like giving cash away. Her Rolex is rose. My Rolls Royce looks like Cabernet. I love you, I love whoever you. Girl, who I write essays to. You don't think your titties give me oxytocin? Yes, they do. I like when you do that you do. That made me go crazy.
Also a line. You know what else gives me oxytocin? Babies. Cute kitties too. Stealing smoochies from my boy though. Just a nice boy. Love you. I heard that. That was a good song. What is this? It's called Crazy by Russ. It's a new one. He put it out a few weeks ago. But I've been hearing this one. This is an older one for a number of years old, for weeks. Maybe like a week or so on and off. And I heard it the other day and I was picking it up 602. Yeah, see, it's oh, now I get it. That makes more sense. Okay. It was between divine masculine and feminine, but they weren't, this was not a masculine and feminine that was like in conflict with each other. They still have a space of love for each other. I mean, maybe there's some stuff to work out to come together, and there's also, it's like past life energy is what I'm picking up. Actually, you know what? It's that Cleopatra, Mark Antony energy again. So yeah, definitely stuff to heal out, or there was, to come together, or more specifically cycles that came up to be cleared. And so instead of repeating the same cycle, falling for toxicities, going towards disloyalties, etc., it's staying clear and aligned with God, with your divine counterpart, staying in alignment with the mission, seeing things for what they are, not falling off course, not betraying, abandoning, neglecting each other, etc. So healing out whatever that wound was, past life or otherwise. But the song is called Civil War, and I didn't play it a few days ago because I was a little bit confused. There was so much love between this masculine and feminine that I was picking it up for. It would have made sense from a past energy, like an ex or something from this life of divine feminines, or somebody who fumbled her before they even solidified the connection, or fumbled her because they didn't solidify the connection more specifically, and she waited long enough and worked on herself continually, and then God told her to move on because they weren't moving with her. But this makes more sense given this past life energy. So two things, I'm picking up a cross channel. It's not fights between them, that some of them are trying to heal out. For some it is. For some it's a past life energy, clearing out that conflict. But for some, it's, he says, I just want to stop this civil war, baby. Please call my phone. I don't want to text you anymore. 7522. And so in this case, in some of these cases, it's not the fight between them, because there isn't one, the divine masculine and feminine. He says, I want to spend time together. I want to come together so that we can finally put an end to all of these combative people coming at you or coming at us or trying to create a blockage or interference between us. They can't keep us from trying to come together when we're already there. Now, at that point, you have to be mindful of people trying to come between you to tear you apart, right? The frenemy thing, which they're not friends. Enemies is what they are, and it is implied within the name, frenemy. So pretty self-explanatory there, first of all. Second of all, most assassination attempts, every royal knows this, good royal, anyway, smart one, that most assassination attempts come from the inside. Some people say, yeah, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. No. People think, yeah, keep your enemies closer so you can keep an eye on them. Yeah, well, guess what? They're also closer to your loved ones and your family and your dinner. It's more liable to be poisoned. Right? They're already on the inside. These are the types of situations where if the assassinations don't come from somebody on the inside, they come from somebody on the outside looking to access someone on the inside, a disgruntled minor nobility royal who does sometimes frequent the castle but isn't really powerful at all, or wealthy, or whatever the case may be, not comparatively speaking. And they hold resentment, or maybe they're trying to usurp the throne insidiously this way. Or it's somebody trying to go towards a servant or a cook, whether it's by bribing them, blackmailing them, I don't know, whatever the case may be. If they're not on the inside, they're looking to access someone on the inside. And we know better. Somebody says, I never thought about it like that. And that, my darling, is why I said it. Because it's wisdom. And it can keep you safe. Also, I'm picking something up about being mindful of drinks, okay? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be alcohol. I mean, you can put a roofie or whatever in anything. But they do have these drink covers. They're like, hold on, scrunchy, like they're hair tie thingies. But the hair tie like flips inside out, and then it has this little drink, or turns into a drink cover. Hold on. Hair tie drink. I don't remember the brand. Here it is. Nightcap. So this was designed and invented by somebody who was trying to prevent date rape. Because if you put a little, like, if you look away from your drink for 1 second, I mean, it could be somebody sitting right next to you that doesn't even look up. They just kind of drop something in your drink. And if nobody notices, then that's a problem. Especially since a lot of these drugs they hit pretty quickly. This is in the system. But these are called nightcap drink covers. And so they're a hair tie that you could wear in your hair or wear on your wristband or just keep in your purse or something, depending on who you are, what you want it for. But inside this hair tie is this little thingy, and you can like flip the hair tie inside out or pull this outside of it, and it's a cloth piece of fabric with an elastic scrunchy thingy on it as well, which fits inside the hair tie. So it looks just like a hair tie. And you put it over the drink, and it has a little spot for a straw, but nobody can get anything in it. Now, sometimes people will put like a coaster or a napkin over it, over their drink, and hope that, that'll work as a cover and nobody will be able to put a roofie in there. But that's not always fail-proof. Sometimes it happens, and all they've got to do is drop it in there and then put the corner, but you'd never know. There's more security. Somebody really has to work and kind of fumble with things if they're going to try to pull this scrunchy thingy off of your drink. It's not hard to put on, but you're definitely going to notice if they try to take it off. It's not just a matter of like dropping it in. They actually have to fumble, and that takes a second. There's also, sometimes people will be dancing, and if they have a drink in their hand, they're dancing on the dance floor, all it takes is somebody behind them to plop something in their drink while their arm's up, or they're not really paying attention. It happens so fast. And here's another one. I actually knew a girl from a couple of years ago. There was this girl who did not like her. She was jealous of her. And the girl who was jealous had a friend that was tending bar that night. And I don't know if she paid her. I don't know how she did it, or if they were just both evil. But the girl who was jealous paid her bartender friend to roofie my friend's drink that she ordered at the bar. The friend noticed that her ruby on the rocks, so just like grapefruit juice and vodka on ice with just need a quick shake, was being shaken for, I don't know, 30 seconds or more, which is not a normal thing. There's nothing to dissolve, there's nothing to mix up, there's no sugar. It just needed a quick shake for cooling purposes and mixing purposes. But she sat there and shook it and shook it and shook it. And then pretty quickly, less than 15 minutes later, my friend started to feel funny, knew something was off, took herself to the hospital and had her levels tested, and she had been roofied. But she sat there and drank her drink. She didn't take her eyes off of it. She didn't take her hands off of it. It was the bartender. Because this girl who was jealous went over to the bartender and whispered something, and that's when my friend had ordered the drink, and all of a sudden she was drugged. It was the bartender. It happens so fast. So I mean, like, even at that point, the drink cover wouldn't help you, would it? But that's my point, is you minimize the risk. Thank you. Be careful. Love you. And Divine Masculine says, I want to hear the Civil War song. I got you. It's pretty. I like it.
Call my phone. I don't wanna text you anymore. I just wanna stop this civil war. Baby, please. Call my phone. I don't wanna text you anymore. I just wanna stop this civil war. Baby, please. Yeah. He don't wanna call it quits. She don't wanna call it quits. Even though they both been screaming, both got reasons, yeah. Never turn your back on love. Been with you from the jump. Even though they both been screaming, both got reasons, yeah. Every night it's the same old thing. Fucking fight, it's the same old thing. Wake up, make up, repeat. All the things they put the blame on me. He be at the so prideful side. She be at the so prideful side. Wake up, make up, repeat. All the things they put the blame on me. Call my phone. I don't wanna text you anymore. I just wanna stop this civil war. Baby, please. Call my phone. I don't wanna text you anymore. I just wanna stop this civil war. Baby, please. Yeah. They just want seeing which one's gonna drop first. Doesn't matter cause they both got hurt. Clockwork, how they all over each other's sixes. No amount of blunts or Henny is gonna fix this.
Okay, hold on. I'm picking up side crossover lyrics. It's from that karmic energy. Hold on.
The sixes, no amount of please. Yeah. They just want seeing which one's gonna drop first. Doesn't matter. Yeah. They just want seeing which one.
Okay, so they've been, they've been sparring, seeing which one's going to drop first. This is those karmics, and this is also people trying to see, like, if they can get the divine feminine and masculine to drop out of the connection with each other, like one of them to just dip out or give up or whatever, right? Forfeit, be tempted, whatever the case. My baby, come here. It's okay. I love you. I love you. I love you so. You want a huggy? You need hugs too. Me too. Huggies are good. Just a good boy. You want to get down now? You want to get down? You're so cute. You're just the cutest boy. Huggies are so pretty. Thank you. Hugs. Okay. So they've been trying to see if they can get the connection to dissolve, basically, or to be sabotaged or forfeited or what have you. Yeah, I heard that. Divine Masculine's like, I wish they just stopped doing that at this point. It's just annoying. It's not going to happen. I know what they're doing. I care about you. You care about me. Like, fuck everybody else. Fuck them. It's none of their business. So there's that. Right. This is also why I stopped doing love readings for a long time, because they decided that they were going to attack that too. And so I focused on mostly the spiritual warfare readings and such for protection. But also people still need to know what's going on. And this, knowing that that's what's going on, helps people pray themselves up more, remember to put up extra protections or light some smudge, sage, or whatever it is that works for you. Talk to God for sure. Right. Just like within any war, when there's, threats of a hazard, I hear bomb shelter warning. Yeah, it's, it doesn't always happen, but it's good to know, especially if by knowing about it and preparing for something and maybe making sure to be aware at least that someone's trying to do something or something's possibly occurring, you can sometimes change the outcome or alchemize it. You can block the threat, or at least protect yourself and elevate up away from it. Rise up and they can't follow you. They're too dark and low vibrational. Here we go. Next line. Okay, and so both twins got hurt through the process of dealing with toxic people like this at certain points. They're all over each other's sixes. 616, there's another union number here. I've seen two of those, 602 and 616. This is about balance and emotional regulation. It's about love. It's about union, hostages coming home in situations, especially with children, where that was a thing for some, but also romantic love, true love. It's also familial connection, though. So healthy, bridging healthy connections. And I heard this the other day, like the divine masculine and feminine. It was yesterday, I think. Divine masculine and feminine leaned up against each other, like back to back, like they were looking out for each other, right? But this is divine feminine's back. This is divine masculine's back. They were back. They were spine to spine, standing like this. Now they would face each other too, to communicate and embrace and love and kiss and hug and touch and whatever, all of it. But then they would put their backs to each other, not to turn away from each other, to look out for the threats that each other might be facing behind their back. Meaning that there's not a single angle on that clock face that's not covered. So it's the military term, they're all over each other's sixes. It's like, I've got your six, or watch your six. It's talking about a clock. You've got 12, 3, 6, 9. It's a compass they're referencing. So if one soldier's facing this way, facing 12, and the 6 is over here because their back is here facing the 12, then the other soldier that's their partner or that's on their team says to this one, look, I've got your 6, meaning I know that you're facing this way towards 12, but I'm watching your back for you so that if there's an enemy threat coming towards you, we're covered. You're covered. I have you covered. But she's doing the same for him. But they can also see to the front, it's like his spirit came around to face her and vice versa. Like they turn around to embrace and love each other too. They're not back to back to be away from each other. Quite the opposite. It's bringing them closer. They're protecting each other and this connection from any threats that are trying to destroy them individually as well as together and tear them apart or keep them from coming together. It was a really beautiful energy. It was a merging energy. They're one, meaning there's not a single spot on that clock, on either of their clocks, it's not covered. Okay? And so I also picked something up about something possibly, not always, not for everybody, but for some, about like the masculine and the feminine smoking a J together or something, or bowl or something. I just heard shatter, maybe even shatter, yeah, which is just like high concentrate oil, or not CBD oil, cannabis oil. Yeah, get to the core of it, talk, start exploring it. So it's about creating space to have that deeper connection and heart to heart. Lots of lyric messages in this. And they're so in tune with each other, but you can't pretend like the problems aren't there. That makes a bigger problem, and they know that. That's why they're making sure to resolve it, so they can just be in a free space of love together. Peace and harmony. excitement and adventure, but on their own terms and without interference.
Let it feel, starting over with someone and wasting another year. Call my phone. I don't wanna text you anymore. I just wanna stop this civil war. Baby, please, please. Call my phone. I don't wanna text you anymore. I just wanna stop this civil war. Baby, please, please. They try. Stuck through it.
Yeah, they tried, he says, but we stuck through it. Or we'll stick through it. And then I've got one more song for now. It's Love You Bad by Preston Pablo. I do have some more cards,
Have you guys ever?
though.
I can see you standing there with your long brown hair, and my jaw dropped to the floor. When you try and look away like you just don't care, that just makes me want you more. I'm about to pull up to your area. That body makes me wanna marry you. I'm tryna dive into your energy, but you get the best of me. I love you in the sad girl, the mad girl, the bad girl. So don't you make me sad girl, bad girl, my world. Oh, I love you bad, 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 bad. You know I love you. Yeah. Oh, I love you bad, 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 bad. You know I love you. You're sunshine even on a rainy day. We can fly this love to outer space, even if we don't then crash and break away. Look, I wouldn't have it any other way. So I'm about to pull up to your area. That body makes me wanna marry ya. I'm tryna dive into your energy, but you get the best of me. That's why I love you. And the sad girl, the mad girl, the bad girl. So don't you make me sad girl, bad girl, my world. Oh, I love you bad, bad.
Okay, so these are, I just shuffled these. So this is for my light workers. And I said, okay, well, all of those are for the light workers, but what about the karmic? The one card that came out for the karmic, because these came out in a stack, was they're big mad. They're furious. What are they mad about? They're thinking about you. They're thinking about you and they're mad. So for my light workers, either an air sign targeting, or if you're like me, an air sign being targeted, let it flow and let it go. Stay humble and let them crumble. It's an earth sign. I don't feel like this is in relation, it can be for some, to the karmic attacks. Yes, I hear it is for some. I mean, like one of the main people coming after me is a Taurus, low vibrational one. But anyway, 6:22, 6:23 on the clock on the East Coast. I do feel like this is a reference of some divine masculine who, it doesn't have to be an earth sign, but it's coming out as like a pentacle, king of pentacle energies. Also, he's a very grounding, protective, stable source and like a support network for divine feminine, I'm feeling. Call back your energy, right? It's from these energy vampires. Your eyes are a reflection of your spirit. And I got a flash of that video where this karmic was threatening live publicly to abuse animals. When they did that, they had this evil glint and glare, this like mean girl glare in their eye. I'm like, how can you do that and look at an animal like that, especially one that depends on you like a parent to care for every single one of their needs? I'm like, what's wrong with you? It's gross. But anyway, evil. Your eyes are a reflection of your spirit. And the light workers, well, I was picking up something earlier today about divine masculine, loving the way that divine feminine's eyes sparkle, like with this very youthful, innocent glow. The fog will soon vanish and abundance will be on the way. And that's also why I picked up like I feel like that's about pentacles. I don't think it's just about earth signs. I think this is about like King of Pentacles energy. Yeah, see, look, use your intuition. As I split the deck, what's under that? Manifest good karma. Okay, right, we are. And there it is, the last one. No negative energy weapon formed will prosper. And call upon source. And didn't I say that? I just come here to remind people to pray up, let you know what tricks of the devil are being attempted right now, but then also remind you to talk to God and know that we got this. Don't worry about it. Love you. What else? What are they mad about? These two, I just hit the floor. They're mad that their attacks aren't working. They're mad that we're safe. That's funny. And they're mad that they're confused. I guess they thought that that would work and it didn't. Yeah. They're also mad that we forgive them for being clowns, but we're not buying tickets to their circus or taking them for free. And also, we're not forgetting what they did because we're not giving them a chance to get away with it or let them do it again. Which, anyway, mind you, they tried to do repeatedly. So why would you give somebody a chance to not do something again when they haven't stopped doing it in the first place? They're not sorry. Yeah. See, no, they're still sending harm and trying to be an energy vampire. And they're mad because we're blessed and so they can't, or it's not working. That's what's confusing them too. They thought that all their attacks would work. Some of them even called on demons or went to practitioners, but again, this came out. I'm safe. Oh, what did I just say? I split the deck. There it is. Because they want to be you. Well, you can't. Because I would never do such a thing. 9822, so you already failed. Keep sitting unbothered. And they're mad. Oop, yeah, there it is. Crazy copycat. Keep sitting unbothered. Don't worry, I shall. Crazy. Ooh, but God saw that, I told you. God saw everything. Didn't I post that in my community board? Today. About this. I did. We must play that now. And I'm his velvet fox. Scream my spells into the night, but he's still standing, a feeling I can't fight. But he's not pretending. my darlings, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. And I'll come back later with some Reiki 10322. Blessings and namaste.